It's Malk.
It's Chelsea.
And this time I thought we would talk about dealing with stepchildren. I've had to deal with this, and I know she's had to deal with it. And people that I've been with in the past that was in relationship with me had to deal with my stepkids. And believe it or not, you can run into a lot of problems. I've already had the classic, you're not my father, you're not going to tell me what to do thing, which it did hurt. It's hard to get stepchildren to do what you want because they have another set of parents. What do you think, babe?
Yes, I do agree with you. It is hard to get other children to do that are not yours to do what you want them to do. I mean, but if you're married and you're their step parent, you know, they should, out of courtesy and respect, they should do what you're asked. They're
Yeah,
asked
they
to
should.
do.
I agree. And Peyton does a good job of doing what I ask.
Maverick, not so much.
And so, right, but Maverick, I have problems with him myself, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Ruby, the same thing. And I had problems with my ex-girlfriends, her kids. The son, he was not going to do anything that I said, so I just gave up on that and left him alone. But Crystal, at least, I developed a relationship with, and she did do what I asked. And, our friendship is still around to this day. And but it's hard because there might have been already rules set upon them before the parents broke up, and then they come and live with you, and now your morals and your standards are different. So when you're trying to do the right thing, hey, I got to do this and this before I ever came here. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And like Peyton was having a hard time, but he never threw it in my face. He was too young to throw it in my face like, you're not my dad. Right. He was just 1 year old. So what do you think? You think most people out there probably have the same problem, babe?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I do too. I don't know how everybody gets through it, and I know some people who just back off because they won't do what they say at all. It's kind of hard to develop a friendship and get them to love you and respect you, I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you can't.
You're just mom or dad's lover.
But at that time, you can't sit there and let them walk all over you either.
No, you can't. No, I agree. So everybody probably does it a different way somehow. I don't know. It's a very interesting, I think, subject because I've seen so many people like Facebook. I've recently seen relatives who are struggling and having problems with other people's kids, the relationship they're in. And they'll voice it on Facebook how frustrated they are and don't know what to do about it. What do you think the best approach to it, though, to develop a relationship with a stepchild?
Well, you can't ignore it.
Do you think you should always be like really respectful and be soft with what you say, and then work it in where they eventually get respect, and then you can be stern and say do this and do that, or else you're gonna lose your computer for a week.
But they've got to give respect to get respect. Do you see my point?
Right.
And it's like, if they're not gonna give respect, then why? I don't really. I mean, it's all about respect.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, what do? You really don't know, do you? You just been kind of winging it as you go.
Yeah.
Have you ever? And we've been together for 4 years, and I see how you've struggled and have problems. But you haven't been in a relationship before where they had kids, did you?
No. Well, I have had a boyfriend that had a kid, but he was mostly with his parent or his mother. So.
Well, so what was it like actually coming here to live for the first time and having, there was 3 kids in mine?
It was different.
It was different, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And you only have one child and you had to deal with him. So I bet it was kind of overwhelming, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, me, I was used to, so one other child wasn't that big of a deal to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
But he was like out of it in the beginning. I mean, he was a wild boy, but now he's not. He's finally gotten out of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, do you remember how going into the store, how difficult it was?
You throw a fit.
Yeah, or grab things as we're going by, snatch candy so quick and stuff. And it was, or get him in the store and he would just run around and you had to go chase him. You had to physically go and chase him. So, yeah, I think everybody just kind of wings it, or unless they figured out some kind of system. But I think you need to be kind and respectful, and then once you get like their love and the respect, then you can be strict. If you start it at the beginning, you know what I mean, do this, do that, they're just going to see as you a bossy person and not going to do anything you say.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me know down in the comments below, how have you ever dealt with that, stepchildren, and how did you deal with it? Did it work out? Do you still have a relationship with them? I'm curious to know. All right, well, everybody, thank you for watching, and God bless.